Hi, Jeremy Stafford coming to you for Brisbane Clear Video. We're coming from SHOT Show 2018 at the Safariland booth. We're going to talk about the latest and greatest hard armor from Safariland. I know we have a lot of viewers that wear hard armor as part of their daily loadout and are concerned about the threats that their hard armor can take. We have Brian from Safariland with us.
How you doing?
Thanks for joining us,
Absolutely.
man. And he's the expert on the hard armor, and he's going to kind of walk us through. Now, this is incredibly light. This is, I would guess, sub 2 pounds, Brian?
Yeah,
Like that?
yep, depending on the size of the plate, we're right in that range.
That's pretty amazing for hard armor. So for our viewers, I know we talked about it a little bit earlier, but for our viewers, how do you make it so light?
Well, the trick is the unidirectional polyethylene that we use in the plate. So we press it under immense heat and pressure to get the final product. We cover it, test the performance, and get the product out to the end user.
Okay, and this has pretty considerable padding on the back. It seems like it'd be a very comfortable plate to wear. Now, we were talking about it, and you know, kind of naively, I thought the padding was just for a comfort thing, but Brian was telling us that it is, in fact, for...
It's actually for back face deformation reduction. So what it's going to do is when the bullet engages and creates a trauma, it's going to lessen that trauma, making it more comfortable for the end user, of course.
That's pretty fantastic. So this will handle, at level 3, this will handle our standard 5.56 impacts, is that?
The level 3 or type 3 NAJ06 round is the M80 ball, so 6 impacts of that. And then in addition to that, we're testing it with the M193 and the AK-47 mild steel core as well. So 6 impacts of both of those rounds.
6 impacts of all those rounds, so a really, really good functional plate that's also really light.
Yep.
And this cut, now there's a bunch of different armor cuts, and I know a lot of people get confused. This is a medium sappy cut, so it's medium-sized plate. This is something that a guy like me would wear. Can you explain kind of the different cuts, just so our viewers know?
Yeah, so sappy is synonymous with the small arms protective insert for the U.S. military, of course. And so what we're going to do is we're going to integrate that sizing structure into our portfolio. Excuse me. So what that's going to do is add a lot of consistency from plate to plate, and it'll allow different folks with different builds to have the proper size plate. Well, if larger individuals may want something bigger than this, or you have a smaller person that wants a little bit smaller plate. So it gives us a little bit more flexibility from the sizing and the comfort perspective.
All right, and then one more question on size of or style of plate. So we have the sappy. This is our standard sappy cut.
Yep.
Can you explain to our viewers, and this is getting outside the realm of this particular product, but I always get asked, so I like to have the experts talk about it. What is a shooter cut?
The shooter's cut essentially is synonymous with having more of an aggressive cut, tapered on the inside. We have another model here that would be more representative, comparing the two. With what we would term a shooter's cut.
Okay, and that's basically so you get a little more mobility, but you sacrifice a little bit of coverage.
Yeah, range of motion for the arms, of course, and you are sacrificing coverage. So there's always trade-offs.
Right. Yep. So that would be generally for those more aggressive units, more aggressive guys that are willing to give up a little bit of coverage to get a little bit more.
Yep. Cuts the weight down to the plate slightly as well. So just different ways to look at it. But it's very nice too for individuals that are coming out of the military, joining law enforcement teams or tactical teams, and are comfortable with this cut and this nomenclature, so to say, for a sizing structure. It's very synonymous between the two.
Right, because you come out of the Marine Corps, like when I came out of the Marine Corps, people would say sappy plates, medium sappy. I would know in my head, I would have a frame of reference. So it's fantastic you guys are adhering to that structure for guys like us who are coming out. And I didn't know what the hell a shooter's cut was. I'm not a Navy SEAL, nor am I skinny enough to be one. But you tell me sappy, and I know exactly what
Right, absolutely.
So, Jeremy Stafford from Brisbane Clear Video, SHOT Show 2018, Safariland booth. When's this going to be hitting the market?
We're showing it for the first time here, and it'll be released within the next month, in February.
Sub 2 pounds, super comfortable, super lightweight, and effective. 6 strikes from M80. You can't ask for anything more than that. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you got it.